So recently there's been a huge rumor going around that's been gaining quite a bit of steam, talking about how the Super Mario 35th anniversary will be remaking some of our favorite 3D Mario games. And to continue where Thomas left off on Friday talking about Super Mario 64, today I'm going to be talking about a Super Mario Sunshine remake. Now, we don't exactly know how Nintendo can approach this. If this does end up happening, if they could make it in an All-Stars pack, release them all separately, but hopefully we do get them all in some way. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So firstly, Super Mario Sunshine came out in 2002, which is a long time ago. And the first thing that comes to mind for me when you even think about a remake is the graphics. Now, the last time that Nintendo remade a GameCube game was Wind Waker HD. And if we look at that game, it fixed a couple of annoying issues that people had, updating the graphics while still maintaining that same game that everyone loved. Another point is FLUDD. Obviously, this is because of the age of the game, but I'd like to see the FLUDD gameplay smoother. I mean, when you have Mario clipping through the water and running, it could be a small issue. Jokes aside, those small fixes would make the game a whole lot better for me. And just thinking about Sunshine in the Odyssey engine makes me so excited for the possibility of this game. Moving on, we have the idea of multiplayer. Whoa. Let me explain. Now, I know the idea of multiplayer for Sunshine at least wouldn't really work in the story that is the game right now, being that Mario, Peach, and Toad go on vacation, and spoiler alert, Bowser Jr. is impersonating Mario, inking around the entire island and framing him, even though you can tell a very distinct difference between Mario and Shadow Mario. Like, how are these people so stupid? But seriously, bringing Luigi into the story of Super Mario Sunshine wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but I could see them doing it just for marketing multiplayer. Here's some gameplay that you could kind of visualize for what multiplayer in Sunshine will look like. I don't really think that this is the type of game that you would have multiplayer for, but it's just kind of an interesting idea to think about. I think multiplayer in this sense is just kind of more catered towards games kind of like Super Mario 3D World or Super Mario 3D Land, something like that. Moving on, we have quality of life improvements, and oh my god, I love the hell out of this game, and I have since I was a kid, but this has just been something that's always drove me crazy. How do we not have a actual blue coin tracker for each level? I mean, seriously, we're turning Mario into a marathon runner for these blue coins. But seriously, from Delfino Plaza, you can't really see a good map and really don't have ease of access to it by just going to the start menu. I'd like to see something like Odyssey where you can see like how many total moons, but in this case shines you have, total blue coins along with blue coins per level. And keep in mind, a new world map would be definitely happening because part of the reason that there is lack of one, or the one is so small, is because of the GameCube's resolution. I'm pretty sure we would have something more complete with this modern day resolution for the Switch and most consoles. And when you remake a game from such an old console now back in the 2000s, certain controls can become a problem, such as the GameCube's analog triggers. In Super Mario Sunshine, you can actually control how much water you can squirt out of FLUDD because the triggers are pressure-based. And some of you in the comments maybe talk about how there's simply no way that a Sunshine remake can happen because of this exact reason. But honestly, if Nintendo wants to put it on the Switch, then they will find a way around it. I don't really think it's game-breaking or an actual valid reason for the game not to happen. And lastly, the idea of just more content. Mario Sunshine already has a surprisingly big amount of content, in my opinion, for such an old game. But when remaking something like this, it always crosses your mind that they could add in some more levels. Maybe even some huge throwbacks or something more recent from maybe Odyssey or 3D World. You never really know, but I would like to see that. It's not really a deal breaker for me, but it's just a kind of cool idea. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Basically, with all this stuff that I mentioned, this would be the perfect remake for Super Mario Sunshine for me, at least. This game was a huge part of my childhood, and having Sunshine on the Switch would be pretty amazing considering how unique it is with FLUDD. Now, I know I was making a joke about FLUDD earlier, but just the types of nozzles with the rocket nozzle, especially, that's one of my favorites, and just like the amount of unique platforming that's never been done before at the time for this game is something that other people should experience with this whole new generation. Obviously, with the Switch, those people have likely not played this game, so I would like to see it remastered. Definitely, this is like at the top of my list for like games I would want to see on the Switch eventually. But what it actually boils down to is I am too lazy to get my Wii out of my closet to play Sunshine, so Nintendo, please bring it to Switch.